So it trips me out that this system is already out, been out for about 6 months, over 6 months, and there are still spec rumors. Now please take this rumor with a huge grain of salt. As a matter of fact, the only reason why I'm even making this video about this rumor is because similar things have happened to other systems in the past. If they hadn't, there's no way I would be making this video. But if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, if you guys haven't heard the rumor, there is a rumor going around from a website that I've never heard of called TV Tropes. Yeah. But apparently they have an inside source that says that after the recent 3.0 update on the Wii U, that Nintendo overclocked the Wii U by a great deal. Now, is it possible to overclock a system through a firmware update? Yes, they did that with the freaking PSP. The PSP was originally, I think, 333 megahertz, the CPU. After it was out for about 6 months or a year or so, they did a firmware update and they overclocked it, and now it's clocked, I believe, as fast as the GameCube CPU. So certainly possible. Another thing with the 3DS, the 3DS specs changed pretty much for developers anyway after the system launched. Originally they had a 2-core CPU. Though I guess they found out that there's two CPUs and I think 2 GPUs. Now when the system launched, developers only had access to that one CPU. Nintendo, for whatever reason, locked the entire CPU out from developers. They also freed up more RAM for developers to use, like a lot more RAM, because they had a bunch that was dedicated to the operating system, kind of like how the Wii U has right now. So is it possible for them to update the specs, bump up the specs through a firmware update? Absolutely. Now, would they do it to this great of deal? Probably not. Now, according to these rumors, after the update, Nintendo increased the clock speed of the Wii U to over 3 gigahertz. So they went from 1.24 gigahertz to over 3 on this last update. On the GPU side, they allegedly went from 500 megahertz to now 800 megahertz. Now, yeah, it's from a site we've never heard of, and the amount of this boost is kind of retarded. Now, with the Wii U, there was actually increases in the clock speed of the Wii U even before it came out. When the Wii U was announced at E3 and they showed the first games, or actually they had the first kits out, that they didn't even show the Wii U games yet. They had games running on the 360 and PS3. At that time, at E3 2011, the Wii U CPU was clocked at 1 gigahertz. It's now clocked at 1.24 gigahertz. The GPU was clocked at 400 megahertz. It's now clocked at 550 megahertz. So there has been a boost in the clock speed of the Wii U already. But going from 1.24 gigahertz to over 3 gigahertz on the CPU, it's a bit much. Do I believe that part is true? No, probably not. Because what have I been telling you guys for the last year? CPU clock speeds are pretty much irrelevant. So why would they overclock the CPU that high? Now, do I think it's possible that they overclocked it? Yes, but if it was like 2 gigahertz or something, that would be believable. On the GPU side, could they overclock it from 550 to 800 megahertz? Yeah, that's possible. I doubt it, but that's possible. The CPU side, no. It's not going to be over 3 gigahertz. that console is too small. You guys are forgetting that this uses a PowerPC core. It's not using a PPE core. It's using a true PowerPC core, which means they run hot. They're not going to put 3 CPUs in there based on the PowerPC line, the true PowerPC line, full range PowerPC at that clock speed in that small case. So yeah, take it with a grain of salt. I wouldn't recommend really passing this around as legit information, because more than likely it's not.